Hello everyone, I am Anne. I'm the mentor for Team Apple, and today we are cooking pasta salad. If you've got all of your ingredients in front of you, it's time to go to the kitchen. Let's go. Before we get started with our pasta salad today, we have a homemade vinaigrette. So we are starting with 2/3 cup of oil. We're gonna put it in our bowl. Ooh. And just the last few weeks, you learned how to squeeze out a lime. Same thing, only with a lemon. So this is 1/3 cup lemon. We're gonna put it in the bowl. Ooh. And last, we have a teaspoon of seasonings. Make sure you go ahead and sprinkle those in the bowl. And mix. All right, doesn't take long, just a couple of seconds of a good stir, and voila, our homemade vinaigrette. All right, now that you have made your homemade vinaigrette, it is time to grab your vegetables. So we have cucumbers, tomatoes, and onion. Make sure to grab those and wash and dry them, except for the onion. You may not want to wash and dry that. That could get kind of messy. So cucumber, wash and dry. Mine's ready to go, and we're gonna get cutting. So grab your knife. Remember your safety skills. So blade down, and make sure your fingers are out of the way. Here we go. So we're gonna start with cutting your cucumber the long way, like lengthwise, okay? And you'll see why we're doing that here in a second. So slowly, we are slicing, and as it gets closer to your fingers, make sure that you're careful, okay? We have several pieces of cucumber. So we're gonna face those down and slice again lengthwise, okay? They're kind of slippery, so again, just make sure you're watching your fingers, okay? And I believe you can also use your tunnel method with your knife as well. So which means my fingers are on the outside, my knife is on the inside, okay? Here we go. Don't rush it, take your time. Okay, so now we're gonna make small cubes. Here we go. How many sides does a cube have? Has anyone ever thought of that? Does it have 4 sides? 6 sides? Here we go. All right, once we have your cucumber totally cut up, go ahead and put all of your cubes in your bowl. All right, now that we have our cucumbers already cut up into cubes, now we'll grab your tomatoes, okay? So here we go. Let's go ahead and just cut your tomato in half. So we've got 2 halves, and then we're gonna cut it again lengthwise. If you may have a shorter, squattier tomato, and that's okay too. So I'm just gonna try and cut lengthwise as much as I can, and then line it all up so we have all the slices put together. And let's cut one more time. Ooh, my tomato is awfully juicy. So because your tomato is slippery, make sure to hang on tight, but watch your fingers at the same time with your knife. Okay, so my one tomato, I have all of my slices put together. And again, we're gonna cube them just like we did our cucumber, okay? All right, so here's one tomato. We're gonna scoop that up with our knife and just slide it right off into our bowl. Okay? We've got one more tomato. So grab it really quick. All right, so let's go ahead and cut our second tomato in half, and let's put both halves face down on our cutting board. Then we'll cut those in half again into 3 pieces, or again, depending on the size of your tomato, it could be more than that. Much easier to cut and less slippery. All right, just make sure they're lined up before you cut your cubes, and we're good to go. So go ahead and use the back of your knife. We'll scoop up the tomatoes and put those in your bowl, making sure that the blade is away from you. Oops. And there we go. We've got last 2 little pieces. Okay, now it's on to the onion. They're kind of stinky, aren't they? I think they are. So we're gonna cut the onion in half. And remember the top part of the onion, you want that facing up. Apparently the aroma doesn't make your eyes water as much if you cut it this way. So here we go. So we're cutting it in half, and let's cut it in half one more time, okay? And we have a little bit of a skin on your onion. This is gonna get a little tricky. So if you can, try to peel off that outer layer so you've got the skin separately, okay? I'm just gonna peel these off really quick, and I'm just gonna cut off a little bit of the rough edge, just because that may not be the best thing to put in our pasta salad. So just very little bit on those ends, okay? So here we go. Same thing as we've done with the cucumber and the tomato. Has anyone ever thought about vegetables and maybe how pretty they are? So I think the colors are really quite lovely. As long as you're getting them fairly cut into small pieces. The good thing is it doesn't hurt the taste. All right, so again, we're kind of down to the last little bit. So just watch your fingers, try to cut them as small as you can. And I'm running out of space here. So same thing that we did with the tomato is use the dull side of your knife and scoop it up and slide it off into your bowl. Okay, whew. Here we go. So we've got our onions, our tomatoes, and our cucumbers. So let's get ready for our next step. It looks like our water is boiling, so grab your pot holder, grab the lid. Be careful, don't get too close with your face. You'll see those little bubbles going in there. And now we're ready to start our pasta. So our bag of pasta ours was a 16-ounce bag. We are only using 8 ounces of this bag. So we are going to add that to our boiling water. Here we go. So again, make sure that your face and your hands aren't too close to the steam. And then we're just gonna add a little bit of oil, not much, and a pinch of salt, maybe 2 pinches. Just helps with the flavor, and a pinch over our shoulder for good luck, okay? So now we'll just wait. If you wanna stir that up just a bit, we'll wait until the pasta is tender. We'll check it here in just a second, and we'll be back. Okay, I think it is time to try one of our noodles to see if they're ready to go. So grab a spoon with some slats in it, and you'll notice I'm just gonna grab a couple of pieces of noodles. Be very, very careful. This is gonna be hot, so with the steam, so you may wanna step just a little bit away from the stove and give it a good little blow. And let's give it a taste. I think we're ready to go. So here we go. So we'll put our spoon down, grab your pot holder. You may need some help from your mom, dad, guardian. So grab the pot, we're gonna head on over to the sink. Slowly, slowly, and we're gonna empty it right into our colander. Here we go. Again, make sure your face is away from the steam. Get every last little noodle in your pan. So you can do a couple of different things. You can grab your colander and just give it a good shake. You can either let it cool, or you can run some cold water over it to cool it off. So it's really up to you. Both will work, but we definitely need cool pasta to make our pasta salad. So we may just need to wait maybe 5 or 10 minutes and let it cool before we assemble our salad, okay? All right, we are almost ready to assemble. So while our pasta was cooling, we went ahead and grabbed our garbanzo beans or chickpeas. And if you don't know much about these, they are a very good source of protein, which makes for big muscles. So once you grab this, go ahead and drain them. You're gonna open it with a can opener. Go ahead and drain it. And we've already done that to save us some time. So here we go. This is what it looks like. Here we go. And we are ready to assemble the pasta salad. All right, here we go. So we are going to add all of our pasta together. Easy peasy. And we'll just add, I'm gonna let you all decide how much to put in your pasta salad. I'm not a big onion person, so we're gonna use maybe like 1/4 of what we actually cut. So I'm just gonna scoop a little bit in there. That looks about right, okay? And all of our tomatoes, I think will be pretty good. That wasn't too many. And our cucumbers. And before we stir it up, before we add the garbanzo beans, take a look in your bowl. Isn't it pretty? Look at all the colors. I love all of the colors in pasta salad. So here we go. Let's mix it just a little bit. And get your vinaigrette handy. And here we go. So you might want to give your vinaigrette just a little bit of a stir before you pour it on to your pasta. All right. And here we go. You don't have to use a slotted spoon for this, although it can help a little bit with some of the juices. One thing I did not mention before I started mixing all of this is, while I was emptying my chickpeas earlier, I washed my hands, so my hands are still good and clean before I mixed it all in my pasta salad bowl. So here we go. We are done. So now that we have mixed everything into our bowl, we have one more ingredient that we forgot to mention. Either A, you can just grab a little bit of salt and give it a good shake around your bowl, or you can grab your favorite kind of cheese and add it to the bowl. So in this case, we're gonna add a little bit of feta cheese. Did you know that pasta salad was inspired by a Greek salad? And Greek salad typically has feta cheese. So we're gonna add this and mix it up for one last bit, and now it's the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time to test our salad. So I'm gonna leave my spoon in that bowl. I've already got a tester bowl right here. And if you're anything like me, I like to get a piece of everything that's in my bowl. So chickpea, an onion, a tomato, a cucumber, a little bit of feta cheese, and of course, pasta. And let's see how it tastes. It's pretty good. We did a pretty good job. So good to cook with you all today. I can't wait to see how you have made your pasta salad. I can't wait to see and hear about how it tastes and what kind of cheese you may have added to make it taste wow. Make sure to post your pictures on the Facebook group, #KidsCookGG. Can't wait to see it. Take care.